Be careful of Indonesian. When you visit Indonesia, you might suddenly get raped. This is what happened in May 13 to 15. 12 to 15 May. 4 to 8 and 12 to 15 May. Many targets of violence were ethical Chinese Indonesian. Most of the casualties occur among looters. May 1998 riot of Indonesia. This is where Indonesians, when they see Chinese, they will rape it. This is what Indonesia is doing. So when you visit them, be careful. Indonesia does not like Chinese. Look at it. See what is happening. All they will do is very violent. They will rape women in Indonesia. Actually, more than 1,000 people die in the riot. At least one is a case of rape were reported. In Indonesia, it's a very people are very thumbs up in Indonesia. They like to rape people. This is what happened in the Medan. The death of student in vehicle accident was blamed on security officials who fired tear gas. Indonesia is a country people like to kill people, very violent, and they will rape people. This is what people always do. What milik pribumi. Shops owned by Chinese were looted. So if you open a business at the Indonesian, so be careful. Your store might be looted. Because it's their own milik pribumi. It's their place. Since it's their place, better we all don't invest in Indonesia because they might looted your thing. Think about it. If a place don't like Chinese, better we don't invest there, save the money there, and don't visit this kind of country. You see, it's so violent that time. Unless you really enjoy the rape, then you can go to Indonesia. You might walk, suddenly those people might rape you when you visit Indonesia. So be careful, Indonesia. There's nothing there. What do you think? What do you plan to eat over there? You want to eat the babi hutan? You want to eat the thing? Suddenly they might eat you. They will rape you. All their penis will come out everywhere to rape people. So be careful with all this place. Usually place like this, they only like one type of race, that's Indonesian. They don't like Chinese at all. So since they like Indonesian, I think better don't visit this type of country lah. Think about it. Milik pribumi, okay lah, milik pribumi. Better don't visit all this place lah, since this milik them. Don't go there, don't spend your money there. You might kena bomb, throwing Molotov cocktail. I heard a lot of Chinese people die, raped, and the Christian church were burned. They use hammer and hammer everything until everything spoiled in the church. They told most of the dead suffer when Chinese-owned supermarkets in Jakarta were targeted for looting. They really don't like it. They don't like Chinese. So better we leave this country alone. Don't go to this country. You see or not, the wildland will directly destroy property owned by Chinese Indonesia and Chinese temple. Anti-Chinese. I think better Chinese don't visit this country. This place is not for Chinese. This place is for Indonesia. Sexy Asian schoolgirl. The story is midway in the Indonesian National Public. Some of these photographers. It seems like Indonesian is very hands up. They like to rape people. They also have photography every aftermath and legacy. Most bank business have remained closed in some major cities throughout the country. This place is not for Chinese, remember. Maybe when you visit all this country, you might gonna rape and kill. It's nothing about this country already. And also I heard they like to cheat people with the cheating boat. You ride their scooter, the water scooter, and they will con you. Sexual violence. In the days during riot, many women suffer from sexual violence in Jakarta. Most incidents take place in Jakarta. Chinese anti-women by the same group that organized the riot. All of them like to rape people with their penis. Indonesia is very thumbs up. They are as same as the Japanese soldier. They rape people everywhere. So be careful of this country. My pain, my country, a detailed account of a rape victim. There's nothing there. They like to rape people. They like to rape people in the street and burn them alive. Think about it. All these days. When rape victim finally comes home, her family find out that she would barely utter a single word and she would scream upon seeing someone coming when she wake up. This more like a Japanese and Indonesian, all is same one. They like to rape Chinese. Remember, when Japanese came to Malaysia, they will rape Chinese. When Chinese live at Indonesia, Indonesian will rape the Chinese. They don't like Chinese at all. So, for Chinese, better avoid all these countries that don't like Chinese. Think about it. They like to kill Chinese. There is nothing about at all. Chinese is meant to be raped. They use it as an instrument and a free rape. Why don't they rape their own people? It is very weird. In May 1998, 168 women and girls were gang raped during the Jakarta riot. Careful of all this place. 2,000 Chinese Indians were killed. Our total estimate dead. Who? Indonesia, this confirmed, Indonesia does not like Chinese at all. So, please don't go to Indonesia and visit. Since they don't like Chinese, better move out from this Indonesia. I think they don't like Chinese at all. They don't need Chinese. So better don't live in Indonesia. In Indonesia, they like to use their penis to welcome Chinese by raping. Think about this. Do they wear condom when they rape? Why they need to rape? The penis got sunat or not? How clean is their penis? What if after rape the lady get a baby? Who will be the father of the baby? How about the rapist? Will the rapist become the father to the Chinese? During that time, May 1998, Indonesian produced the most sperm to the Chinese lady. This is what they like to do. Usually they're in love, they will do sex, but this is different. They rape, but they're not in love. Since Indonesia like to rape, why don't they do a porn movie? Hire them as a porn star. Like Japanese, when they like to rape people last time. Now they have adult movie. Do a heavy movie in Indonesia to fulfill their raping penis. Indonesian penis is for raping. That's all for now. I'm signing off. This is a joke. Don't take it seriously and don't jail me. After all, I'm still a human and don't rape me at all. Good night.